Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, call hello Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Kokodash. Double honors, of course, go out to the apostles, bishops, and elders who deserve double honors. Salutations go out also to the fellow Akim out there on the highways and byways, across the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth, trying to wake up the remaining, hopefully like this. Now I'm on the DC camp, and as you can see here, oh man, they having, I don't know if they're having fun, but you're hearing this Brittany Griner thing in the news as of late, and it's pissed quite a few people off. And you know what I'm going to say? Rightly so, because they used her big dumb ass, as you might expect the Russians to do. Hey, let me tell you about the Russians, in case you didn't know. These are shrewd motherfuckers, all right? Is it any wonder that the Russian mob is considered the most educated mob out of all of them? You know, I'm thinking of Sirach 19 and 22. Let me get this real quick. And it is a fact, you know, yes, they are the most educated when it comes to the mafias. Let's see. Sirach. It says, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. The Russian mafia, out of all the mafias, it contains the most PhDs. If you know, into that sort of thing. Just one of those factoids. So you knew they were going to twist this and make it suit their purpose, which they did, you know, because of her big dumb ass. And now, oh, Trump is playing up all his worth. You know, Special Agent Orange, Chucky. Yeah, that guy, the former president. So, you know, he's going all in now. Say, why didn't we free the ex-Marine, the Patriot? This woman you freed doesn't even like the U.S. Yeah, they're playing on that now. Anyway, to this article here. Russian state TV claims U.S. chose Griner over Whelan, who's the ex-Marine I was just telling you about, because of identity. You got to remember, Putin and them do not like the LGBT, whatever else comes behind it. They're not into that sort of thing. So he's using the hell out of all these emotional assholes over here on this side, including the president, you know, because he knows that they're going to be so concerned about this thing. Hey, can't blame the guy. He used it for what it's worth. Anyway, it says, after Russia freed the jailed basketball star in a prisoner exchange for arms dealer Victor, however you say it, Bout, Kremlin propagandist Margarita Semenyan gave her view on the dramatic swap. U.S. President Joe Biden had made the release of Griner a priority, and you have to know earlier on they got mad. I guess it was early summer, around June or something like that. It leaked that they were trying to do this. And Putin had supposedly, he was up in arms about it. You know, he's like, God damn it, loud motherfucking U.S. You know, we didn't know who it would be that the swap was for. But still, things like that, as when the news came out, they reminded people that things like this happen, but they try to keep it hush-hush. And of course, you know, because you don't know who the parties are that are involved, all right? And in this case, you have an arms dealer, all right? Damn. So they use this bitch. Anyway, it says U.S. President Joe Biden had made the release of Griner a priority after she had been unjustly detained for possessing cannabis oil following her arrest at a Moscow airport in February. Now, was this blown out of proportion? The bottom line is, you're You can't expect other countries. See, this is where American exceptionalism comes in. And who knew that someone like her, all right, getting the double whammy because she's so-called African American and she's gay. So she got two big things against her, and yet you're gonna go somewhere where, like Russia of all places. Did she forget? Was it an honest mistake? Don't know. Don't know. But that attitude that Americans have, and I've been overseas, and trust me, I did not act like this, but how Americans are perceived, and hey, rightfully so, you know, American exceptionalism. We're above you. All right, that's what pisses a lot of people off. So in this case, like I said, was it blown out of proportion? Possibly. You gotta understand, they seized on an opportunity, all right, which her dumb ass provided, all right, and hey, they exploited it for all it's worth. You know, can't fault them. All right, they threw it back in the U.S. estate. Oh, you got this thing, all right, that was over here for entertainment, you know, playing basketball, whatever. And, you know, 10 years, god damn, you know. But what the fuck? So the guy that was over there that was accused of espionage, his ass still over there. So now that's why I guess Trump is going to try to use that as a selling point, because he's supposedly running again. And that's a whole nother video, because it looks like all this shit, well, you know what, I'm going to say that for another video. But anyway, they do not want this guy to run again. They damn sure don't want him in office. All I'm going to say is 14th Amendment. All right. Anyway, it says standing next to Griner's, oh shit, supposed wife. I don't even like saying that shit. Let's say partner in this case, because they try to flip shit. If you've noticed the wording as of late, when it comes to heterosexual couples, they try to use the word partners. And here they flipped it. They say standing next to Griner's wife. Just in case you hadn't caught that yet. Yeah, that's the play on words they've been using. All right. I'm trying to, with these mind games and shit, to see that's how this motherfucker got to go. He's got to be exorcised off this planet. I'm talking about Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Anyway, standing next to Griner's wife, Sherelle, in the Oval Office, Biden expressed regret the deal did not include Paul Whelan, who was jailed by Russia in 2018 on espionage charges. His family and the U.S. government denied. So, here's some other people that are pissed off, his family, and rightfully so. All right? But again, can you fault Russia for being the opportunist in this? And I say no. An opportunity, because of her dumb ass, presented itself, and they just took advantage of it. All right? For totally illegitimate reasons, Russia is treating Paul's case differently, Biden said. Why didn't you make the deal for him instead of this thing? Why? Because of the gay mafia. That's why. So it appears that they're stronger now than, wow. It boggles the mind. It really does. All right. All they had to do is say, well, we're going to hold out a little bit longer with this thing here. And this guy that's been over there for 4 years already. And it's for a far more serious case, which it is, espionage in Russia. Come on now. Instead of this dumb bitch. Anyway, but how do you say that? Simonian, who was editor-in-chief of the Russian state-controlled media organization RT, told Russia one anchor Vladimir Solovyov that she was very amused but not surprised that Boot, I guess that's his name, was exchanged for Griner and not Whelan. Boot was not exchanged for the heroic spy, she said on Thursday, referring to Whelan, who in her view had three problems. The first problem is that, he is white. Uh-oh. Another talking point. You're going to hear this on these, trust me, on these, hey, they're going to play into this, especially these right-wingers. It said his second problem is he is a man. His third problem is he is a heterosexual. What did I say? At the top. That is something that cannot be forgiven today. Some, whatever, believe that American voters were given a choice in the exchange between a hero who suffered while serving his fatherland or Griner, who was hooked on drugs. Isn't that the Democratic Party? They piss off the other guys being, those on the other side of the aisle, by championing, like they did George Floyd. You got to wonder, why wasn't the young lady in Kentucky, why wasn't she put out there on the forefront? Instead, you got George Floyd. What an exemplary specimen to put out there at the forefront. But here you had this young lady, forgive me, I forget her name, the paramedic in Louisville. It'll come to me. Why wasn't she set as an example? Clearly she did absolutely nothing wrong but be there when they busted in. Turns out they didn't have legal reasons to do so. That was a slam dunk. But no, they got this guy out here at the forefront. See, they play these fucking games, and our people get all emotional and they can't see through the bullshit. And they know this. All right? These people know this. You got to understand, we've been under their thumb, under their boot for centuries. All right? They've monitored us and studied us for all it's worth. So they know what buttons to push and when to push them. And that's all that was. That whole BLM shit was all set up. That's a front for the LGBTQ and whatever else comes after that. They're trying to add shit on. They're trying to get pedophilia added onto that shit. All right, but this is the wicked. All right, these Malachi, first chapter, these, earth, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. These are the people that are ruling over us, the wicked. These are the people that the Most High used them as his sword, as it says in Psalm 17th chapter. All right. This is who you're dealing with. And you expect justice, any type, from this motherfucker. They use this dumb bitch. All right. And it's not over yet. All right. It's not over yet. Let's see. Simonian, I guess I said that, concluded that the scenario was good news for Russia because it showed that the U.S. believed it to be significantly more important to free a rightfully charged, well-known athlete, what did I think, than someone jailed for serving his motherland. She is being used. She is being used and exploited again. All right. This says a lot about the state of this society, of these intelligence agencies and everything related to geopolitical confrontation. The clip was tweeted by journalist and Russia watcher Julia Davis. She wrote that it showed how Kremlin propagandists reveal the narrative they'll be pushing to harm Biden and enrage Americans about the exchange. By falsely claiming that it wasn't Russia's decision to oppose Whelan's release as opposed to Griner. See, he planned the fuck out of these motherfuckers. I'm talking about Putin. Whelan told CNN from a prison in Russia that he was greatly disappointed more had not been done to free him. Oh boy. They just served something Trump needed on a platinum platter. On a platinum platter. It says here, Julia Davis, meanwhile in Russia, this is her tweet, top state TV propagandists reveal the narrative they'll be pushing to harm Biden and enrage Americans about the exchange of Brittany Griner for Victor, how the fuck is his name, by falsely claiming that it wasn't Russia's decision to oppose Whelan's release as opposed to Griner. So you can't take something like this too lightly. That's why I'm making the video. Oh, what was that quote? Who did that? Was it Sir Walter Raleigh? Oh, how did it go? Damn it, I can't remember it now. Oh, what a tango web we weave when first we practice to deceive. Woo! Boat was dubbed the Merchant of Death and was among the world's most wanted men before his arrest for gun running in 2008. He was serving a 25-year sentence. Russia media reported that Boat had returned to his country. Griner, 32, is a double Olympic champion who played for Phoenix Mercury in the WNBA, which loses $10 million a year. You know, it's subsidized by the men's side. Oh boy. She flew to Russia to play during the off-season in the U.S. and told her Russian trial that cannabis oil was found in her bag following an honest mistake. John Kirby, National Security Council Coordinator for Strategic Communications, told MSNBC that Russia had a separate set of expectations for Whelan compared with Griner. He added that the deal the White House agreed was the only deal we could get, and now was the only moment we could get it. So we took advantage of that to get one American home. And this is when you're going to start seeing the bullshit. All right, because if we know anything about Americans, we're talking about Edomites, we're talking about so-called white America. They're going to see it. Why you left this good white man over there and you freed this niggers. That's the way they look at it. You know, whatever you think about her, you know, that's where the line is going to be drawn. Because of her mistake, whether it was honest or not, whether it was a mistake or not, that's still in question. Or whether she just thought she could get away with it. Who knows? All right. She was exploited for what it was worth. And that's the bottom line. So here's more division. Here's something else for America to be divided over. You freed this black, dyke-ass bitch, and you left her God-fearing white man over there in Russia. Fuck Joe Biden. Hey, just telling you how it's going to be. All right, hey, so with that, I hope whoever views this is edified. All right, because that's what we aim to do here at Great Millstone, filter everything current events through the scriptures. All right, so you know, have an idea what's going on. Hey, so with that, until the next video, shalom.